Hey guys, and thanks for watching. This is 1942, but it was developed in 1984, released in 2013 for the Capcom Arcade Cabinet Collection thing. We are almost done with these Capcom games. By the way, this is a movie, if you could not tell. So we're playing on casual mode, so we can actually get this done in one video. But yeah, we're almost done with these games. There's 17. This is one of 6 left we have to do. There's also 1943. 1943. It's either Kai or X-Kai. Pow. Savage Bees. Gunsmoke. And the one I'm probably looking forward to most, and it's probably why it's probably gonna be last, is Ghosts and Goblins. Freaking, I literally know nothing about it except dude goes into his underpants, and that's supposed to be freaking difficult, but everything else that I do know about it, which is very little, and it's only really about the character, maybe a few of the enemies, all that is from Project X Zone for the Nintendo 3DS. Buy it today. It is awesome. I still haven't beaten it. I'm like halfway through by now, I believe. I think I'm on like level 21, between 16 and 20. I'm at a point where there's really fast and really slow levels, so I don't exactly remember what level I'm on. Wow, we did awesome. But I'm like either halfway or almost halfway. That game is long, and I kept with the story for like the first 5 chapters, and then I'm like, you know what? I really don't care too much for the story. The level I'm on now is the one where, spoilers, not really because he's in the trailer, where you get Mega Man X. And I'm literally right in front of him. So I haven't unlocked him yet, but I will. I just haven't had time to play. Because Pokemon and Zelda, even then, Zelda I haven't played much of. Okay, so I have played Ocarina of Time. I have never beaten Ocarina of Time. I have gotten as far as the Water Temple, and then like I was like 9 or so at the time, so I just kind of stopped after that and played Jet Force Gemini for days, even though I really never got far in that. But anyways, my point being, I got actually pretty far in Jet Force, but let's stay on topic. My point being, I don't really remember Ocarina too much, because I didn't like play it majorly, and 2, I've never beaten it. I don't remember what my second point was, but anyways, oh, my brain is just dying. My point. Oh, yeah. So right now in Ocarina 3DS, I just got Epona's song. I got the long dive, and then I accidentally went on to the Owl's Talent. I'm at the first water zone where I'm at the. I'm gonna get flack. It's either the Zorons or the Zoras or something completely different. The water people. I'm not a big Zelda guy. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't even think it's a game not for me. I think it's a game that takes time to get into. I just don't have time right now. Except about like 40 minutes to do this. But come on, you guys love this stuff. But yeah. Why didn't I move? Uh, but Ocarina is freaking amazing. I wish I didn't get stuck. I'm stuck right now. I got the long dive, and I don't know how to get the king to talk, or if I have to go to the fish first. And where is the fish? How do I get to the fish? That's where I am right now. I freaking... The chicken mission, which I believe gives you the windmill song. I could be wrong about it doing that. Oh my gosh. But the chicken mission, right before you meet the Gorons. Gorons? I believe it was Gorons. Roly dudes. The friggin' chicken mission in the farm town. I didn't complete it. I couldn't. I don't think I could. So I needed to smash a box, and I don't think I could. I think I can now. Maybe I should go back. Bomb the place up. So I think that's what I needed. I think I needed a bomb. And then... I don't need a grappling hook, do I, to get that one behind the fence? I don't know. Boop. Boop. You gotta love this diverse soundtrack. Yeah, so that's where I am in Zelda. That's where I am in Project X Zone. Where am I in Pokemon? Well, first off, it's Pokemon X, okay? Second off, I'm at the point where... Okay, Pokemon X, great game, people. They took a lot of the grinding out. I literally grinded maybe once or twice. And that was only because the majority of my Pokemon, like my front end Pokemon was really high level and everyone else was not, so I just tried to catch them up. Because you gotta catch them up, Yeah. I know that's not what he says. That's how I play the game. I really don't care about catching Pokemon too much. And yet I buy every iteration of that game. I don't know. The reason why I buy every iteration of that game, except Black and White 2, I never even beat Black or White. I had White. Got to the Elite Four, and then I'm like, this is incredibly unbalanced. The Pokemon outside here were like level 38, but you guys are like using level 60s and 70s. And yeah, so I just sold that game for $30 and bought like Devil May Cry 4 and like several other games for 360 that you have seen us do playthroughs for. Except XCOM. I also got XCOM. Enemy Unknown. Freaking played 8 hours of that on recording. A little fun fact. Behind the scenes. That thing was like useless. 8 hours? Probably wasn't even halfway through the game. Probably wasn't even a fourth through that game. And it's a fun game. It's not my kind of game, so I'm probably gonna sell it. It's my kind of game for like an hour. And I expect from that type of game like a short story, or at least a story, like a story mode, not a story slash play. I don't like management games, is what I'm saying. I don't like managing stats and all that. Like, no, let me stats for a collab, for a full-on group kind of thing. I don't mind doing my own stats like a freaking RPG or anything like that. But when it's like, oh, I have to do this guy and that guy, and then this boosts, gives us satellites, but that is just... I don't like management kind of games. like that. I don't mind management in the sense of time management or real-time strategy management of where, yeah, you need these kinds of people with those kinds of people. I am actually pretty good at doing that. And that's what I like about XCOM, and that's why I'm so 50-50 on it, is because I love the gameplay mode when I'm actually playing the game, not when I'm building up to playing the game. And then the part that also makes me not like it is that it is side quests the game, and I am extremely against side quests, or pointless side quests, I should say. Mass Effect side quests, pretty good. I like those kinds of side quests. Legend of Zelda side quests, pretty good because there's an actual, point-ish to them. They help you out. Anything that helps you out, yeah, sure. XCOM, how's it help you out? It gives you materials that, if it wasn't a management game in the first place, you wouldn't even need. Is there bombs that I'm just not using, by the way? No? Okay. Oh, frig, I can do a somersault. So that's how I am on XCOM. But, I'm really in the mood for a tactics, strategy game. Tactics turn-based strategy game. Which is what I call that. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but it's the battle system from Final Fantasy Tactics. Yet another game that, like XCOM, that I loved, except it had pointless management, if I remember correctly. And it was GBA. And sorry, that's not the kind of game I like on a handheld. Even though, well, I wouldn't say Project X Zone is that kind of game completely. It has that system of movement tactics, the tactics movement system, but the battle system's different. It's not a up to chance for stats or whatever. It's it's interesting. You should check it out. There's a demo. I haven't played the demo. I literally bought it with my 3DS because I was like, Capcom, Bandai Namco. Though I think they only use... No, they use both, I think. Sega and maybe one other one. I could be wrong. I think they mainly use Namco, but they have one or two Bandai. I could be wrong again. But it's like, basically I'm like Mega Man, .hack, Devil May Cry, and whatever that other one was with the anime with the freaking... One of the first animes I saw, I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Urashima, some. But freaking .hack as well, if I didn't mention that already. And I'm just like, $30? Sure, I'm not paying for it, because Robo got it for me. And then I paid him back for everything but the game, but he doesn't watch these, so he doesn't know. Actually, no, that went towards a birthday present that was from both of us. So it's all right now. I don't think I gypped him out of any money. I don't gyp people out of money. I find ways for it to benefit the both of us, but I don't gyp him out of it. I haven't I haven't fought a single boss. I think that's what's coming up. I haven't fought a single sauce. Yeah, I think that's all the 3DS games. Oh no, I didn't even get to Pokemon. Where am I? In Pokemon X. I beat the Elite Four. I caught Mewtwo. I caught Xerneas. I traded Xerneas for Yveltal. And then the friggin' other dragon dude, who no one wants, and I don't want. because he looks stupid. But I regret it. But I did it for the Pokedex. And then I had Mewtwo, who I traded for Growlithe because I want Growlithe. No one really was doing Growlithe. And you can't use Mewtwo in any battle except wild battles or wild trainer battles. So what's the point? Oh, frickin' boss time. So this is gonna be Trojan all over again. Alright. But, yeah, so I'm at the part of actual grinding to get my Pokemon team up. I have pretty much who I want. I might want to change out Sneasel. I can never tell. I like switch between liking Sneasel, Zanzagoose or Zangoose, and like a million other ones. But Arcanine or Arcanine. There's freaking Arcanine. Shut your mouth. Blastoise, Luxray, Sneasel. Freaking, that's 4. Or the other 2. Sneasel, Luxray, Blastoise, Arcanine. Jeez. Flygon. Oh, there's one other one. Why am I forgetting? It should be Kabutops. I should replace Sneasel with Kabutops. Because he is like one of the early faves. I had Eevee, who is one of my faves, but he sucks. I hate to say it, but he does in battles. Frick my head. I could launch it right now and figure out who it is. Then I'll be like, duh. Alright, fire, water, electric. Miscellaneous. Flying. I want to say it's a ground, but it's probably not. Because that's how I used to build a team, and I always hated the ground Pokemon. Okay, where's my DS? I have some street passes on DS. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know how that system works, I forget what the site's called, but you can sign up for a site. There's this new thing called Pokemiles. It ties in with your movements plus anyone you street pass with. So you can then trade in those Pokemiles for items, and I just use them on rare candies. I don't care about your feelings for rare candies. Oh, Lucario. Lucario. It is a fighting Pokemon. I like Lucario. You know, I do. But I think I might switch Sneasel out for Kabutops. And find someone else than Lucario. I don't know. Lucario is like the only fighting Pokemon I like. I like Hitmonchan, but I just never really was too big on the design. I can at least get on board with Lucario's design. That's how I basically pick my favorite. It's not even, aw, or, dude, that looks awesome. It's, do they look good? Do they look better than Trubbish? Do they make more sense than Vanillice? You know what? I should probably get a Bisharp. I like Bisharp a lot. One of the good 5th gens. I just need to look at all 700 and what is it? 729 now? Jeez. Listen, okay. So people will be like, "Oh no, yeah, I love Pokemon, but it's nothing beats first generation." I am not a first generation kid. I played all the way through Yellow. I played all the way through Blue. Blue was my first one that I owned. But I still feel like a second gen. Like Silver was and is my game. I had Soul Silver. I sadly had to sell it because we had no food. Which, with 5 people in the house, not a good thing. So I had to sell that. Still have the Luxray that I've had since Diamond. Both am glad and regret that because, while Luxray is the evolution of my favorite, Shinx, I had a Blastoise that I literally had since I was 6 years old. And I was just like, oh, I can always catch another Blastoise. And it's like, Bubbles, no. Yes, I named my Blastoise Bubbles. You gonna do something about it? I don't name my Pokemon anymore. And maybe that's why I didn't beat White, and maybe that's why I didn't get attached to X. While it's awesome, for me, it didn't seem to have any replayability. But, maybe that's why, is because I lost all of my Pokemon from the past. From Blue and Leaf Green, and a lot from Diamond. None from Silver, because I never traded up from Silver, because you had to trade from Silver to, well, you may have been able to trade it to Leaf Green, but I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I restarted Silver. I never traded from Blue to Silver. I don't believe. Well, no. I traded 6 Pokemon from Blue to Silver, and then I think I traded those same 6 from Silver to Leaf Green, which was Blastoise and Rhyhorn, who became a frickin' whatever that 4th evolution was in Diamond. Oh my gosh. What were the other 4? I think there was a Pidgeot, who I'm not a big fan of. Hate me if you want. Probably a Caterpie, because Caterpie is like my second favorite. It's just, basically all the ones that I like played hours of in Silver, still there. Found my Silver, found my gold Pikachu Pichu, which I believe is for Pokemon 2000 promotional freaking Game Boy Color, where the power light is the Pikachu's cheek, and I would totally sell that if I could fix the springs in the back. But let's just say there were some corroded batteries and other stuff. Unfortunately, Silver is now the only Game Boy game I have other than Metroid 2, which will be gone soon. I will sell it. I don't care if I only get $1. Okay, so I was gonna play it on here after playing Metroid, which I do have. I'm not going to sell. I did sell Super Mario World because I don't think we're ever going to get around to playing that. One, we can't do Nintendo games on here. I'm literally keeping Metroid because I want to play it for myself. Dang it. But everything else, I just can go. I don't have many NES games. I don't own a NES. I own a Retro Duo. But the Game Boy Color, I don't play. But I used to play it way much. I had Donkey Kong, which is probably my favorite Game Boy game of all time. I mean, seriously, I've beaten it once on the actual Game Boy, and then I bought it again on the 3DS, and have beaten it again, and it is just phenomenal. I wanted to play it on here. We actually have one part, one 10-minute part that was recorded, but the freaking Game Boy adapter was not working for some reason. So that part got deleted, and then Nintendo's like, hey guys, we don't like you promoting our games, so we're just not gonna let you promote our games for free anymore. I'm like, okay, just don't take down the ones we already put up and we're cool. And just so you know, assuming you haven't watched any of our other videos where I mentioned this, I'm not sure we're in trouble of Nintendo anyways, because we make no profit out of these videos. We do not monetize them. We do them because we like playing games, and I have a recording capture device. I understand why people... frick. I understand why people do make profit off of videos. But I like going with the old Homestar Runner method of where you make something people like and then you get money off of it by merch. But unfortunately, no one has bought any of our stuff. I guess we would need an audience for that. By the way, we've gotten through 12 levels in like 25 minutes? I don't know when I started. I was eating, so I delayed it a little bit. So the audio is saying 30 minutes, but this is probably more like 26, 27 minutes. We're doing good. We've only died a few times. I actually did record this once. I got to stage 18. It was part by part. It was going to be like that month we did Tansan and all that. None of those were gonna go up. It was just gonna be this. But I got to part 18, then I accidentally hit quit, and I was like, I'm just not dealing with this anymore. It was okay. It was kind of like this. Yeah, I talked about movies and games and all that. Speaking of games, what other DS games do I have? I have Lego Star Wars for the original DS, and for those of you who don't know, yes, the 3DS plays original DS games. So does the 2DS. I have seen a 2DS, two 2DSs in person. They actually don't look that bad. They look like a freaking Game Boy, and it makes sense to me now. Okay, it made sense to me when it came out. Like, I didn't understand why there was this uproar of, it's cheap and small and all this stuff. And it's like, it's called the Game Boy, or even more so, probably more the Game Boy Advance, where it was supposed to be advanced, but instead it was just a Game Boy Color with 32-bit graphics. Is that right? I'm wrong. 16-bit graphics. Sorry. The DS was 32-bit graphics. The 3DS... No, the DS was 64-bit graphics. Forgive me again. That's why they ported like 2 or 3 DS N64 games to it, because they could run on there. That makes me wonder, okay, so they have portable NES and SNES systems. When is the portable N64 system gonna be there? Because you know they could just do... I wouldn't even want an original N64 controller with the screen on it, because one, that screen would be tiny as nuts, and just, I hate the original N64 controller. I want the one that I don't even remember the name for, but it was essentially like an Xbox controller, but with one joystick. I'm not kidding. That is a real thing. And yeah, it's called like the Gamepad Pro or something. I'm probably wrong on that, but it's a black controller. It's awesome for Star Fox and great for other games. If you watch any of our playthroughs on the N64 and like I make a mention to Robo like on Mario Party, I make some comment about like at least you're not having to deal with this type of thing or something. And it's because Mario Party was not made for that type of controller. And the thumbtack. Unfortunately, with all of the third-party N64 controllers, the thumbtack would come out. Not the case on N64 on first-party N64 controllers, because the thumbtack wasn't a thumbtack. It was all around. It was under the ball, but I did have one tear off. An actual clear first-party controller. Because of Mario Party, we just spun it around the rim too much, that it chafed it enough to where if I twisted it a bit, it would fall off. It was weird and awesome because it was weird. I don't know. N64 were some good days. N64, well, I already mentioned I played Zelda a little bit. I played Jet Force Gemini. Really thought I got farther in that game than I did. When we did the playthrough, we did do a playthrough for this. It was on the old capture card, and so we deleted it once we got the new one. We literally started 2 days before we got the new one. So we were just like, we'll just do this new one. We still haven't. I'm sorry. We were doing it. In the 2 hours we played that, we got farther than I ever did in the 5 years that I majorly played that game. So, oh, this part. This is the part I got stuck on, by the way. A lot of Pokemon Stadium. A lot of Pokemon Stadium 2. Lots of Pokemon Snap. Lots of Star Fox 64. And rental games. And by that I mean Mario Party and Mario Party 2. And once Mario Party 3. I only played Mario Kart 64 once. A friend of ours, and by a friend I mean our neighbors, actually had N64 with Mario Party, or with Mario Kart, and I played it. It's a lot like the other ones. And if you say there isn't one for the N64, then it was for the SNES, because I confuse things. Also played Diddy Kong Racing, which is up there. And then whenever, okay, so those are the ones that I would play by myself. Now the ones that I would play with other people. Okay, me and Robo would all the time battle each other in Star Wars Phantom Menace, Episode 1 Phantom Menace Racer, or whatever it's called. And that's why we played it on here, because we played the crap out of that only against ourselves, only me versus him. We never played the campaign. At least I never played the campaign, except maybe once. Yeah. And that was just to get a hang of the controls. Oh my goodness. So there was that. Pokemon Stadium 2 mainly. We, 1 sometimes. I mean, that's really kind of where the mentality of the battle spawned from. And these playthroughs. Like the early on playthroughs with me and Replay, you could tell it was essentially miniature battles. And that's just how I used to play classic games. Even stuff like Mario 1 and Mario 3, when I would play with Robo, we would do it as like a time trial thing. No one cared about the score in Mario, I don't think. Yeah, so what else? Oh, yes. I don't want to get to that one yet because that's the major one, but I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. Wave Race for a small amount of time. Star Fox multiplayer. What's the opposite of frequently? Sparsely? Very sparsely. But no, mainly. Okay, what are these R's? Oh, you have a limited amount of somersaults. Good to know. But the one we always played, like I played the campaign of, never beat it until it came onto the 360, hint hint, because I was a stupid kid and didn't know how to. Turns out my brother, who bought the game and played the game even more than I did, had the same problem I did, so I feel better about myself. But my brain, first of all, Perfect Dark, played the crap out of that with Robo, with friends, with Shane, aka Dude Who Left, in Dino D-Day, and was in Minecraft The Deed, the 2-click plays. Not sure if he's in any other videos. I want to get him to do some videos, but he is a busy person. I know one video I may be able to do with him way down the road. Which would be fun as crap. But anyways, I'm not gonna talk about that. Not the time to talk about that. But yeah, oh my gosh, days and days of Perfect Dark. It is undoubtedly the game I've played the most in my life. Even more than Pokemon. Maybe not together, but even more than any individual Pokemon, even more than Modern Warfare 2, which I surprisingly played over a month worth, I believe, in multiplayer time alone. And that's not including when I would help Robo out or help Pure out, or earlier on when I would help Twisty out. So I played probably a month straight of that game when you accumulate it all. And I probably have played more time in Perfect Dark. Because here's how it goes. I've been playing Perfect Dark since I was 7. I played it at least 3 days a week. And I would always play it for at least 2 hours. From when I was 7 till I was 13, about. There were, of course, gaps, like when I got my GameCube, that I didn't play Perfect Dark or school, but there's also times where I would play more than 2 hours, or I would play every day. So, essentially, 2 hours 3 times a day, so 6 hours a week essentially, from 7 to 13. So figure out 365. Screw leap years. That's about 6 years. So 6 years worth times 6 hours times. Well, no, you do. Okay, so it'll be 52 weeks in a year. So it'll be 6 times 52 times 6. And that's how many hours I played of Perfect Dark just on the N64. Then we played Perfect Dark a little bit. Add like 10 hours to that. Once we moved, we really didn't play the N64 that much. But then Perfect Dark came out for the 360. I would say I've played the campaign all the way through on easy and normal, or the first and second difficulties. So I would say it took me about 4 hours on easy, and I've gone through it twice on easy, so 8 hours. And then I think it took about 6 hours or so on normal, and I've only gone through once on normal. So that would be 14 hours altogether with that. Then just random achievements, I would say 4 hours on, 16 hours. And then multiplayer with Robo and Pure and Shane and all that, including challenges and all that. I would say a good 180 hours minimum. Let's just go for an even 200. So take 200 hours and put that on top of whatever there was on the other hours, and that is approximately what I've played Perfect Dark. I want to know, can you show me? I want to know about the strangers like me. Getting the calculator out. Times 6 equals. Okay, so 1,872. So let's just say I played like 2,000 hours. My name is View. Okay, where do I start from? Stage 19. Continue. Stage 14. Okay. So let's just say 2,000 hours. Okay. How many days is 2,000 hours? And it comes out to 83 days. 83 days is nearly 3 months worth. That's actually kind of, so that's triple what I did for Modern Warfare 2, which is probably the game I've played second to most. I probably played Reach a good month and a half accumulatively straight. Which is weird, because I don't like Reach that much. I just played it a lot. Don't like Modern Warfare 2 that much, but I still like it more than Modern Warfare 3. But anyways, and that's why I don't have that many hours in Modern Warfare 3. I have like maybe 3 days in multi, and like 16 hours in campaign, and then like 4 days in Spec Ops. So I have like a week or so in Modern Warfare 3. I have like a month or so in Modern Warfare 2, and I'd probably have like 3 days or 4 days accumulative at most in Modern Warfare.
Because you gotta think, okay, standard run through, veteran run through, and then intel run through, and then any other achievement. I didn't play the multiplayer that much. I go back every once in a while. I like it the most. I really do. I like it much better than Ghost. Ghost, okay campaign. Multiplayer is horrible. Extinction is fun. Squad versus squad stuff is actually really good. Guys, if you're having a problem with the multiplayer, just ignore it. Go to squad versus squad. It's what you were looking for. But yeah. So what about early on with my NES days? Well, I started gaming on an NES. I honestly don't remember when I started. I've been gaming since before I can literally remember. Which means since I was like 1, probably. And I'm not even joking, because I can remember distinct things from like 19 months, even 19 months old. I remember moving out of our house like 4 months before my second birthday. So how many months is that? 24 minus 4, so 20 months old? Okay. By the way, that's the end time. Is either 24 or 18 months. I've heard people say 18 months. I've never heard someone say, oh yeah, my kid's 19 months old. So by that time you just say, yeah, he's a year and a half, I believe. Parents, now you know. But yes, so on the NES, I played the crap out of Super Mario 3. Never really touched Super Mario 1. Played a bit of Duck Hunt. I did play Super Mario 1, I just never got past World 6. And that's where I am on the DS right now, is World 6. In a temporal loop that I cannot get out of. Super Mario 2, never got past World 3 or 4, maybe 4. I think I got to 4 once. Super Mario 3, did I say 3? I meant 2 before. American 2. Super Mario 3, I played the crap out of. Don't know. I think I got to World 7 once in co-op with me and Robo and a flute and a lot of luck. But mainly what I played was Mega Man 4 and 6. Those other ones were games I would play with other people. By myself, which I was a lot, I would play the crap out of Mega Man 4 and 6. Never beat them. Got to Wily once in, I want to say 4. And never again. But on the DS, I've beaten Mega Man 4. I think I'm on Wily stages in 6. If not, then beaten. I've beaten 1 and 2 for Mega Man. Beaten Mega Man 10. Have not beaten Mega Man 9. Pisses me off. That I haven't beaten it. I'm on Wily stages. I just need like 1 billion lives. And then I could get it. I'm tired. Why'd I choose to do this? It's like 12. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. Oh great, this is gonna be a boss, isn't it? I've come too far to end this. We've gone through 20 stages. But anyways, yeah, that's essentially what I did. I did play, like, I think the original Metal Slug, not the original Metal Slug. It was something like this, but with a tank. And it was a gold cartridge. I did play Zelda once. Didn't understand what I was doing because I was a kid and things were just kind of straightforward with games for me at that moment. So I didn't understand it. And that's why I don't really like open world games, is because that's how my gaming started. It was games like these where it was just get up and go, or on the N64 story where you would just go. Never really played games like Banjo-Kazooie or stuff like that on the N64. Playing those in later lives. But freaking, that's probably also why Zelda didn't make sense to me on the N64 too much. But at least more so than it did on the NES. But anyways, we didn't own an SNES until we moved, aka when I was 13. And I played Mario World and Mortal Kombat 2 on that thing. And Street Fighter 2 once. Not a big fan. Not a big fighting guy. But I can play most of them. I can't beat Mortal Kombat, but I can get to the tag team fights. I can't even beat like level 2 of Street Fighter. But I do like a good fighting game every once in a while. But yeah, that's essentially NES, SNES, N64. Okay, so where are we? GameCube. Okay, so when I was 8, begged every day for 6 months for a GameCube, and lo and behold, on my birthday, I got a GameCube. Who would have guessed? Apparently pissed my brother off about that, even though he got all of his systems as gifts as well. He just was like, but you begged for it. It's like, dude, there's literally nothing else I want. Someone is calling me. Where's my phone? Robo has called me multiple times. I'm not gonna put this on speaker because it's like 12. Come on, pick up. Come on, you just called me. Some of us have a dentist appointment tomorrow. He'll call back in a minute. Unless he butt dialed me. Possible. He will sleep on his phone sometimes. It's annoying. That's a lie. Well, it's not a lie. It's an assumption that I never backed up. He may be complaining on how I'm doing these videos, but he's not even anywhere to hear me. So... maybe he was like, dude, you want to go out get some McDonald's? I would be like, yes, I'm starving right now. I don't care that I gotta go to sleep. Let's try this again. Ring. Ring. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Be right back. Gotta make sure Austin Robo's room is not on fire. Alright, the good news, Robo's room is now on fire. The bad news, I learned Robo has not seen all of the Crackdown videos. Which is bad, because those are pretty darn funny. Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Sorry, it's been a long day. But where were we? I did not drink soda before coming back. I'm lying, I did. Even though, actually, I only drank it because I'm like a little hungry. But a little bit of soda will fill you up for a little while. But it will also make me more tired. I'm one of those special people. And I know many a special person. Surprisingly, caffeine makes them tired, and it makes me tired. And people don't notice that. But it's a bit more frequent, and I bet you it's a defense mechanism, since for the past so many years, people have been drinking coffee to stay awake, that it's seen as an attack on our body, and so it does the opposite. I could be completely wrong, probably am wrong, but that would be funny. Yay. Except for people who like coffee. I hate the taste of coffee anyways, so. I am a very taste eater. I will not drink nor eat something that tastes bad to me. Mainly because I will literally vomit. 9 times out of 10. Not really. More like 6 times out of 10. But still, too many for me to eat bad foods. And no, it's not just something I think is bad food. It'd be something I think is a good food and turns out to taste like bad food. Like I was sick once and ate a piece of toast, and normally I can eat toast. Ate the toast, literally vomited right after. Yes, I know I said I was sick, but it was not because I was sick. It was the toast. Trust me. Anyways, we were on GameCube. I said how I got the GameCube. What games did I get with the GameCube? I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. All I know is I bought Super Smash Brothers Melee. That's another N64 game I played. It was Super Smash Bros. That was more just when people were over for me, or when I got bored with everything else. But Melee, I played the crap out of. Oh, that's what I think that's what I got with it was Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. The only Legend of Zelda game I have ever beaten. And in my opinion, the best Legend of Zelda game. Skyward Sword, and people seem to hate that game for some reason. I personally like Skyward Sword. I think it's because the controls. I've learned to deal with Nintendo controls, so I don't care too much about that. But Skyward Sword, so good. So good, in my opinion. Twilight Princess was okay. Phantom Hourglass I did not like too much. I'm sorry. It's just... It was a GameCube game on a DS, and it made me sad. And then Train Tracks just felt long to me, and I didn't beat any of those games. Twilight Princess, oddly enough, felt more like Ocarina to me than Wind Waker did, because I got stuck at the water temple again. Anyways, So, Wind Waker, awesome game. Beat it twice. Guess what? If you beat it once, you get different costumes. Oh, One Piece Grand Battle was another game I had. That was pretty fun. I was trying to sound like one of the characters. I know I did not. There's many GameCube games I aspired to having. Like, I wanted the Metabots game. Couldn't get the Metabots game. My brother, again, he didn't even have a GameCube at the time. He just bought games. Or maybe he did, and I'm just forgetting. They're like Custom Robo and the Mega Man Anniversary Collection are games that he got, and I played the crap out of Mega Man Anniversary Collection. And Custom Robo I beat. And then Robo, our Robo, no, that's not where he gets his name from. You'll have to ask him that story. I think he told it to me once. Robo probably bought the most games from GameCube, even though it wasn't his. He bought Zoids Battle Legends. That actually sounds like Vega, I believe. Is it Vega or Raven? Yeah. Which we tried doing a playthrough for, and it just did not work out. I think it's Vega. I think Raven's the other one I usually play with. As on around. Then there was The Lost Kingdoms, a fantastic game that probably no one has heard about, and it had a sequel. Lego Star Wars, of course. Soul Calibur 2. Played the crap out of Soul Calibur 2. And I'm happy to... Okay, so... hold on. Real quick. Okay, so... That's the time. Holy crap. I should be asleep. But the day now is 11/19/2013. But basically on the release schedule, it's November 18th. Which means that technical tomorrow is the 19th. And guess what comes out tomorrow? Frickin' Soul Calibur 2 HD! Soul Calibur 2 is amazing. I'd still say 4, maybe my favorite Soul Calibur. And we will play those. We own 4, 5, 1. We own 2 on the GameCube, but it is missing. So we will probably get HD. We need to buy 3 and Soul Blade. Those of you who don't know what Soul Blade is, we will have a treat. And we'll probably do those back to back to back. I know I'm missing. Oh, Metroid Prime. Shane had. Along with Metroid Prime 2, which I played both. Never beat Metroid Prime 1 though. I got to the lava area and then I was just like, I'm not a big fan of this. Not a big fan of Metroid games or Castlevania games. I can play Metroid games. I can't play Castlevania games. What was the one? There are 2 for the Game Boy Advance. One of them has a light blue and yellow Samus Aran. And that's the one, I think it's Fusion. That's the one I've played. It's pretty good. I think it was supposed to be a remake of Super Metroid? Or no, maybe not. I don't know. I think it was supposed to be the sequel to Super Metroid, and the other one was supposed to be a remake. Either way, it was a good game. I played like 60% of it. For Metroid, I can never just beat it. I just can't. It bores me after a while. And I don't mean to sound, it's just not my kind of cup of tea. And then for again, it's that adventure, but the only point is to further the travel. It's like a point and click, and I'm not a big fan of point and clicks. Anyways, that's because I did play point and clicks as a kid, and I was bad at them to the point of anger. And in that stage, that makes you hate a genre. So I hate point and clicks. Screw you, frickin' Myst. You ruined point and clicks for me. It is all Myst's fault. I've literally sat on the screen of Myst trying to figure out what to do for 8 hours. Not kidding. I got home one night, or one afternoon from school, watched Pokemon, watched Digimon because I was lucky and Digimon came right after Pokemon. So it was 4 o'clock, started up Myst. I keep wanting to say Race. Started up Myst. Sat on the screen for an hour and a half, trying to figure out what to do. Ate dinner, came back at 6, and just sat there until like 9. Left it on, came back the next day around 5 before school started, and I don't know, I think I shut it down for school. But that game, I hate that game. I hate that game with passion. I could probably even get somewhere in there. I just hate it. I played Adira or Adira or whatever it is on the Windows 8 App Store. Maybe it's just tablets. I don't know. Makes me not hate the point and click so much. Because it reminds me of the Flash point and click, and I don't really mind those. They remind me of memory games more than point and clicks. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, I'm sure there's more GameCube games, but I just forgot. And then there was the Wii. I didn't own a Wii. I played, Shane owned a Wii. Super Mario Galaxy. Almost beat that. I'm literally at the pause of that. Twilight Princess, as I said. Skyward Sword, as I said, later on. What was that red... What was it called? It was like... It's the samurai one that people didn't like that I absolutely loved because swords plus gun plus difficult. Love that game. Only one that loved that game. Plus, you can play it as a raptor in the multiplayer. Like a dude in a raptor suit. I don't know why people would hate that. But anyways. Yeah, there's more Wii games. I'm just too tired. I have not played a Wii U. PlayStation. We owned a PlayStation. I played Crash Bandicoot. I played Spyro. I never beat Crash Bandicoot. I got to the final boss in Spyro. Never beat him. I did that in a lot of games back in the day. Frickin' Worms Armageddon. Not Armageddon. Worms 2 Ultimate Mayhem? Not Ultimate Mayhem. It's the World Domination, I believe is what it was called. Played the crap out of the challenges on that, and then verse Robo, and yeah, unfortunately we haven't shown much of Worms on here. We have like 2 Worms Let's Plays. We need to get Ultimate Mayhem and play that on here, and that third person piece of not Worms-ness on here. whatever the new one is. But yeah, big fan of Worms. Never played Kingdom Hearts. That was PS2, and I lied. I have played a total of 3 minutes of Kingdom Hearts 1, where you are in Alice in Wonderland? Yeah, Alice in Wonderland at the golf part. And I played just 3 minutes of that because my friend had it on when I went to his house. But no, we had a PS2, but it was the Rock Band machine. We didn't own any other PS2 games. But there was another PS1 game that we played quite a bit of that, as a kid, didn't understand fully. Did go back and play it when I was older, and it actually makes much more sense. It's a freaking fun game in its reboot for PlayStation. Also played Croc because I got it from my brother. I got Croc and Reboot from my brother. He forgets I got him Reboot. But anyways, probably because I got him Croc. Not a horrible game, just an interesting one. See, oh, that is disturbing my eyes. It is moving, right? Oh gosh, is it not? Oh gosh, it isn't, is it? Oh gosh. That's not good. My vision is going up. Okay. You can do this. Okay. And then PlayStation 3, I have not owned one. My brother has, but only when he's been out of the house. He has brought it over sometimes. On it, I've played... What is it? I don't think I've ever played a PS3 game. No, I haven't. Because he never owned a PS3 game until he left and never brought it back. This is the time that I'll probably buy a PS3 because they're like $250 or cheaper, and people are still selling the ones with PS2 capability on Amazon. So, why not buy a 120 gig of that? Because I don't think they sold one, but there's a 60. But yeah, because the game library for PS3 is pretty much out now. I know what I'll be getting. I'll be getting the collectors of Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank, and Crash Bandicoot games, and Spyro games, and use it as a hub for PlayStation 1 and 2 games, essentially, and then Uncharted, God of War, and The Last of Us, and Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Yeah, that's about it. When you have a game system, 3 game systems, and I can only think of like 20 games, and I know that sounds like a bunch of games for some people. I've played 175 games on my 360, and so, if there's only 20 I can think of on your system over the past 10 years plus of stuff, then yeah. And no, the ones on 360 aren't always just on 360, but I would never think of playing them on a PS3 is the thing. But that's me. I hate Sony as a company for moral reasons. Don't ask me. I'm just not in the mood of explaining again. I've explained multiple times. Not sure I've explained it in these videos, but people don't seem to understand my point of view, so I just don't get into it. And I hate the controller. Love Microsoft's controller. Their way of going about things isn't hurting most people. So, you know. No, I will. No, we'll give props to Sony for kind of always helping devs out with games, while Microsoft kind of lagged behind on that a bit. But other than that, as someone who's not a game developer yet, I don't ever want to develop a game. I want to, well, develop and create is the same thing. I have ideas. I wouldn't want to program and all that. Oh my gosh. It's almost 1. I literally need to get this done. Oh my gosh, my eyes are doing it again. I'm just closing one eye. Oh no, if both are open, it starts moving. Okay, anyways, Xbox. I actually played a 360 before I played the original Xbox. No, that's a lie. I did play the Xbox twice before playing it on 360. Once in 2003 or 4, I played Fusion Frenzy, which I thought was an awesome game because it was one of the mini games, and I didn't realize that the mini games are so different through a lot of them. And then a few years, like 1 or 2 years after that, I played, I want to say Battlefront 2, a campaign stage that dude was having a problem with, and I got him like halfway through. And I was at their house because my family was over there. I had nothing to do, and so just play with this. And I'm like, awesome. If Battlefront 2 was on there. If it wasn't Battlefront 2, it was a third-person shooting Star Wars game. So, you know. That's another GameCube game that I only played for like 4 hours of. Fantastic game. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Seriously, it's great. Go get it now. Oh gosh, that game. I rented that from a local video place. Back when renting a game was $7.50 a night. I never knew how much games were back then. I hear they were like 80 or so. And it's like, oh wow. For that amount of content, and you would think back then that was a lot of content, and for some like Zelda it was, but like you gotta think from the PC gamer side, they should have known that was too much. I don't know. Let's get on to Xbox, and then I'll talk about PC. So Xbox, after those 2 occasions, I mainly played the Xbox after 360. 360 is what introduced me to Halo, but I did play Halo before on, I saw Halo on 360 and was like, whoa, I want this. Is there a PC version? And I found Combat Evolved for PC, which is the better one, guys. It is, because it's everything from the Xbox except online multiplayer, and has the best map, Death Island. Anyways, I'm about to get another game over. Anyways, saw Halo. My brother, during Christmas of 2008, had a 360, and it had N Plus, which is how I played N Plus because Shane help me get that. N Plus, maybe Castle Crashers. I could be wrong about that, and probably am. And Halo 3. And I played Halo 3 for days. And Robo played Halo 3 as well. We played so much that Shane then bought Robo his 360. And then I borrowed Robo's 360 so much, he bought me a new Slim. And then I played my Slim so much, the disc tray broke, and so I bought myself my own Slim. So it's gone full circle. Woe is the tale of the 360s. And yeah, so Halo, I played every Halo game. Yeah, except for the Halo Risk board game, which I do legitimately want to do and want to get, and do legitimately want to record an entire game of Risk, Halo Risk. I think it would be hilarious for about 20 minutes. It would probably be a KS played of something that we would have to physically record. I have actually wanted to do live recording games like a game of chess or a freaking basketball thing. But I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't. Like, what would it be? KS played chess, or KS plays chess. KS plays basketball. You know, poorly. My gosh. Okay, hold on. I have to concentrate. Dang it. Okay. But anyways, every Halo, every Modern Warfare except the first 3 and Black Ops 2. Just haven't gotten the money for it. I mean, like I said, under 75. It's hard to. You want to know all the 360 games I played? Give me a minute and I'll show you. The only one that's not on there is Rumble Massage, the first game for 360 I bought. Okay. 50,000 Gamer School. Okay. Lego Star Wars, Dead Rising, Sneaking, Blue Dragon, Mortal Kombat vs. DC, Orange Box, Project 8, Lego Batman, Family, Force, Velvet Assassin. Yes, I've played Velvet Assassin. Don't buy it. Legendary. You like it if you like repetition. Deca Sports. These are not in order. These are in order of how long ago I played. I replay games sometimes. Ghostbusters Labs. I've never actually loaded it up once. Let's delete that. Oh no. You get the idea. I've played a lot. You know, stacking, Dead Space, Res 5, Space Invaders. I haven't actually really played Rage. Sonic games. All of these. Yeah. And then my brother got an Xbox, which I haven't really played much on. But I played Gauntlet 7 Saints, I think is what it's called. Played like an hour of that. But mainly played the best Xbox game other than Halo, in my opinion, Steel Battalion. He has one of those controllers. It is freaking amazing. I played like 4 hours of that thing. It is awesome. Anyways, before we get to PC, quickly want to mention we did own a Sega Genesis with Sonic, Sonic 2, and Sega Soccer? or maybe it was just FIFA like 93 or something. But yeah, have not played much of that. Awesome, but that is what got me into Sonic. Okinawa. Okinawa. Believe that I'm still playing this. That was horrible. We still have that Genesis. Robo has it now, but like I said earlier, I have a Retro Duo, and I want to buy a Genesis adapter. Because for Robo's birthday this year, I got him Battle Tanks, because Battle Tanks, yet another great game that we played as a kid. We played the second one, got him the first one, and a copy of Madden 92 on the Genesis. Ironically, that game was made in 91. I should have gotten him Madden 93, because that would have been made in 1992. But oh well. It was like, what game would be able to do that? Like, show him how old he is by distinctly saying out the year. And other than Madden, it would have to be FIFA, and I don't think they actually really, I don't know. I think FIFA's become more popular in more recent years. But I wanted to load that friggin' thing up and play it on here to see how. Also, I forget what ET is for, but I have played ET once. Don't ask where. A similar place to where I played the friggin' Dreamcast Superman game. Only time I played a Dreamcast as well. Yes. Congratulations. You are the best player. Fight last one stage. Okay. So yeah, Dreamcast only played one Superman game on there at a place. E.T. I played once. Not that terrible. At least the 10 minutes of it I played. Yeah, okay, so other systems would be, I didn't explain DS. No, I did. I didn't fully explain it. Didn't fully explain Game Boy Color. Didn't fully explain Game Boy Advance. Who cares? Never played PSP. Windows devices. I have a Windows 8 tablet. I have all the free games that I can play. Uno doesn't work. Oh my gosh. I've never played a PSP except once. And I played Spider-Man, the movie, because I didn't actually play a game. UMDs actually look pretty good. Okay, so PC. I have a long history with PC. So when I was 9 is when I started playing PC games. When I was 6 I started playing PC games, starting with Total Annihilation, a real-time strategy game that is awesome and my favorite real-time strategy game of all time. It is on Good Old Games. Buy it. You get the DLC for free or $1.50. I don't remember. It is worth it. It is awesome. Go get it now. If you have a switching background, it will make your game pixelate and go pink and stuff. I had my background change every 2 minutes, and I was like, why is my screen screwing up? It's because my background was changing, and now you know this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my brain. So then I played tons of Flash games. Neopets. Beyond. We're not going to talk about Beyond, but let's just say from 9 to 12 was Beyond years, and it was also Counter-Strike years. Played Counter-Strike every day from 9 till I was 14. And yeah. And then, you know, essentially Steam. And yeah. I didn't really play mini games on PC. Oh, and Halo PC. But I played the few games many a time. That's all. Some misinformation probably, or some things remembered wrong. But that is all we have time for. So thank you guys for watching. I can thankfully go to sleep now, but I will be slowly moving up in my dreams. Hiccups D. Because my vision, I'm seeing things scroll up. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. In your dreams. Not like, oh, in your dreams you're never gonna see me. But I mean, like, I'll literally be in your dreams. Bye.
Why is this getting uploaded?